Welcome to this Tutor to You revision video that looks at the first part of the Thar Desert case study, focusing on the economic opportunities found in the desert. If you haven't studied this case study, you may wish to watch the Western Desert videos instead. This is part of Paper 1, Unit B, The Living World. Okay, let's start off by locating the Thar Desert. The Thar Desert stretches across northwest India and into Pakistan. It covers approximately 200 square kilometres, which is slightly smaller than the UK. It is mostly in the Indian state of Rajasthan and is the most densely populated desert in the world. Despite the harsh environment, the Thar Desert offers many opportunities for economic development. Our first economic development is mineral extraction. The Thar Desert has an abundance of minerals, and these are used all over India and exported right across the globe, so they are an important source of income. These valuable minerals include gypsum, which is used in making plaster for the construction industry and in making cement. They also include feldspar, which is used to make ceramics, phosphorite, which is used for making fertilizer, and kaolin, which is used as a whitener in paper. There are also many different stone reserves here. The Thar Desert is the main source of limestone for India's steel industry, as well as having valuable reserves of marble, which is used in the construction industry. Let's move on to energy development in the Thar Desert. There are many sources of energy in the Thar Desert. There is a large oil field as well as extensive lignite coal deposits. India currently generates around 75% of its electricity through burning coal. But as the country has signed up to global carbon reduction agreements, it needs to reduce its reliance on fossil fuels significantly. Fortunately, the Thar Desert offers huge potential for renewable energy production, particularly wind and solar power. The vast open spaces mean that the landscape is exposed with nothing to reduce wind speeds. As a result, the desert here is home to the Jaisalmer wind farm. It is India's biggest wind farm. The sunny, cloudless skies of the Thar Desert also mean that it is the ideal location to generate solar power. We are now going to talk about farming in the Thar Desert. As is the case across many newly emerging economies like India, most of the people living in the Thar Desert are subsistence farmers. This means they farm small scale and they only grow enough food for their families rather than growing food to sell. They survive in the harsh environment by grazing animals on peripheral grassland and growing vegetables and fruit trees where they can. However, there has been growth in commercial farming, and this is down to the ability to irrigate such an arid landscape. In the late 1950s, the Indira Gandhi Canal was built. This revolutionised farming in the Thar Desert, meaning that farmers are now able to cultivate wheat and cotton in an area that was previously infertile scrubland. Irrigation has meant that farmers can also grow pulses, sesame, maize, along with many other crops. This growth in agriculture is important as the Thar Desert is the most densely populated desert in the world. Finally, we're going to talk about tourism in the Thar Desert. The Thar Desert has amazing scenery, and despite its inaccessibility in places and extreme temperatures, it has become a popular tourist destination. Every year, tens of thousands of people visit, particularly from neighbouring Pakistan and elsewhere in India. One of the biggest attractions are the camel safaris on offer from Jaisalmer. These are popular with overseas visitors as well as wealthy Indians. There is also a desert festival held every winter. This is extremely popular and it draws in crowds from far and wide. It is really important for the local economy and generates a huge multiplier effect where local people benefit by providing food and accommodation and providing produce for local restaurants, selling souvenirs to tourists, and by acting as guides or rearing and looking after camels. That concludes this Tutor to You revision video focusing on the first part of the Thar Desert case study, which looks at the economic opportunities found in the desert. Thank you for watching.